Hello, I'm Abby Guinness. I remember making a commitment to follow Jesus when I was 6 years old, and it was at a praise party, and I was invited to follow Jesus for myself, and I understood that it had to be my decision, that it couldn't be enough that my parents had made that decision or that my brother had made that decision, but that I needed to make the decision for myself. And I was lucky enough to have grown up in a Christian home and understood what it meant to follow Jesus. And I think the best thing that my parents really did for me in those early formative years and throughout my teenage years as well, and all the formative younger years really, and still today, was to be honest with me about what was good and what was tough about following Jesus, and answer my questions honestly. And so I was able to grow up understanding that following Jesus every day is not easy. But it is a decision that you have to make again and again, and a commitment that you have to make. And I'm really glad that I did. Knowing Jesus and following Jesus does make a difference in my life. It certainly doesn't make everything easy. It certainly doesn't mean that I'm always cheerful. But it does mean that there is a kind of foundation to my decision making and my outlook that feels solid. I know that God made the world, and that God made me to be a part of it, and I have a part to play, and that affects my decision making about work and family and home and how I spend my money and how I spend my time, and has a knock-on effect on all of it really. And there was a time when I was a student when I thought, do you know what, I'm going to jack this in, it's too hard, I don't want to be a Christian anymore. But I didn't last very long as a non-Christian because I kept talking to God. I find that being able to pray whenever I have an issue on my mind, or a question, or a worry, or a thought, or even a thanksgiving or a joy, it's just natural to talk to God about it, to talk to the Creator of the world about it, and to know that Jesus is there, listening and sometimes responding in different ways. And so for me, prayer is one of the biggest differences that it makes. It's having that person to turn to in every situation. I guess that's probably the main thing. Yeah.